and sisters. I wanted to talk about the sign of the last Ramadan before Qiyamah. In other words, the Ramadan that we'll be having in the next couple of weeks. Is this going to be the last Ramadan before the Qiyamah? This is exactly what we'll be talking about in this video, inshallah, in this discussion, in this dars. But before I do that, I just want to remind you a few things. Number one, dear brothers and sisters, it is very, very important we understand the hadith. Rasulullah SAW, he clearly mentioned, لا تقوم الساعة حتى تود العرب مروجا وأنهارا. He talks about the land of the Arab, how it will be turned green. And this is something I mentioned frequently in this channel, simply because this is a sign we see for being fulfilled in front of our eyes. It is all over social media, even mainstream media, they are broadcasting this. And subhanallah, in even the non-Muslim people, like non-Muslim YouTubers are coming on YouTube and telling us exactly how these lands of the Arabs are turning green and luscious green. By the way, I am in New York right now inside of my car. It is very, very cold outside. We had snow last night, I think, or the night before, but today it's very, very cold. You do not expect this cold weather in New York. I'm in New York. By the way, if you're in New York, inshallah, hit me up. If you want to meet up, if we can have a coffee, we can have a drink together, inshallah. So this is a hadith that is being fulfilled, that the land of the Arabs are turning green. Now, another hadith which is very, very important for all of us to understand, which is that لا يعلم ما تقوم الساعة إلا الله. Rasulullah, he said that nobody knows the last hour except illa Allah, except Allah Azza wa Jal. In other words, you can see all the signs, but you will not see the Qiyamah happening. Means it is something only Allah knows. You might see the signs, you might not see the sign. Nothing is conditional for Allah Azza wa Jal. Allah doesn't have to fulfill certain condition for the Qiyamah to take place, because He knows when He wants that to be done. Therefore, we can talk about the signs, especially if you see hadiths that are very weak, that you cannot trust. Do not use those hadiths as your reference point. Because if you do that, then what will happen is you will wait for the sign and nothing will happen, and then you will lose your iman. Most of our young generation today, they do not pray. They struggle with 5 daily prayers. I'm sure you are one of them. And I struggle with that too sometimes. We are all human beings. We have to make sure that we are praying. This is something more important than anything else. When you use hadiths that are weak, and you talk about the signs, and the brother goes like, oh, where is the sign? I don't see it. Therefore, no, I don't think Islam is correct. I don't think Islam is authentic. I don't think I can trust Islam anymore. Or some people, they will just leave hadith altogether. So Rasulullah, he made it absolutely clear that none of us, we know when the hour is except Allah Azza wa Jal. Now, once you understand this, next we'll talk about last Ramadan sign. Is this going to be the last Ramadan before Qiyamah, before the Day of Judgment, is what I want to talk now. Okay, so let's see the hadith. It is narrated by Nuaym ibn Hamad from Basra. He's from Basra. He's a scholar, and most of the other scholars, they mention that Naim is, or some other website, it is referred him as Naim, while others, they referred him as Nuaym. Okay, but the book is Kitab al-Fitan, and another I think I saw a video, it says Kitab al-Fitr. Okay, not Kitab al-Fitr, it's Kitab al-Fitan. Wal Malahim means the Kitab of trials and tribulation and war, Malahim. In this book, he wrote a passage, according to that YouTube video, the one I just saw, where he mentioned the sign of the last Ramadan is going to be that you will hear, or the people will hear, a loud noise, a very mysterious loud noise, and nobody will know where this noise is coming from. Therefore, everybody will try to figure out where this noise is coming from, but nobody will be able to find the source or the origin of that noise. This is referred as one of the signs or one of the major signs of the Day of Judgment and the last Ramadan before that happens. I personally have studied the book. I took a look at the book. I could not find anything, and I went to some other sources from authentic hadith. I could not find any hadith that is mentioning that certain things will happen before the Day of Judgment that will take place in Ramadan. Therefore, I'm not 100% sure where he got this hadith from, whether this is a weak hadith or mutawatir, or if this is a sahih hadith. I do not know. I cannot verify at the moment. But saying that, having said that, Nuaym ibn Hamad, he is a very, very trustworthy scholar. According to majority of the scholar, they believe that whatever he is writing in his Kitab al-Fitan, there is a great possibility that these things will take place. And he's dissecting from many different hadiths, Nuaym ibn Hamad, in order to infer certain understanding about the Day of Judgment. So the scholars, they agree with him, but for me, I need to see the evidence first, which I did not see. Nevertheless, I do want to make mention of few things. Dear brothers and sisters, as I mentioned, the first hadith, لا تقوم الساعة حتى تعود الأرض مروجا وانهارا. The hour will not establish until the land of the Arab will become muruja wanhara. We have seen that happening and being broadcasted to us in such a way that no one should have any doubt about the Day of Judgment. And another sign that has been fulfilled according to scientists, even if you take a look at the hadith from scientific point of view, or if you take a look at the hadith from, let's say, in terms of how unblissful our time is, you can take a look at the hadith from both angles. And that hadith is Yatakarabu Zaman. Rasulullah said that the hour will not establish until time will pass quickly. With Facebook, with Instagram, with YouTube, today we don't have any barakah in our time. Also, I have seen only a few days ago an article published from the scientific community, and they are saying that the earth has lost 0.6 millisecond or something like that. I don't remember the exact number, but the earth has lost some milliseconds from its total rotation of the earth. So the earth is rotating, as we know, the earth is revolving around the sun, and that speed has been reduced by 0.6 some milliseconds. Means we are now rotating faster. Means we do not have any more 24 hours a day. We have less than 24 hours a day. Subhanallah. So Rasulullah said the time will pass very fast. Means if you take a look at the scientific evidences and findings, it could be used to justify, to understand the hadith, that it is happening literally. It is happening literally. The time is moving fast. The earth is rotating fast. So we do not have 24 hours. We have less time. 23 hours, 59 minutes, some second, right? And if you take a look at this hadith, by looking at how we are living our life, time is moving very, very fast. We don't have time. We have no barakah in our time. By the time you post something on Facebook, you will notice that you have posted something half an hour ago, 1 hour ago, 5 days ago, 10 days ago, and it feels like you have posted it only yesterday. I go to Facebook and I post something, and the Facebook notification, or not the notification, the timeline, it says, okay, you posted this 5 minutes ago, and then next time I check is half an hour, and then 2 days, 1 week. I'm like, subhanallah, I posted it only yesterday, feels like. But because time is passing so fast that we don't really have barakah anymore in our time. This is a very also clear sign that the QIYAMAH is very, very close. And also, as I mentioned, the other sign, which is the Arab land turning muruja wanhara, and then of course the last Ramadan sign, where we'll be hearing a loud noise, is something, again, I cannot verify myself. I will do more study in this and try to find out if this is a hadith, sahih hadith, that we can use, or is it something that was just opinion from a from a scholar? Somebody just cranked up their car right outside of me. Again, it is very, very cold. Subhanallah, if you are in New York, if you are here, inshallah, you can come and meet me. Let me know. Leave a comment in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, inshallah, subscribe, because we'll talk about the end of time, the coming of Dajjal, Yajuj and Majuj, the coming of Mahdi, Isa ibn Maryam, and all of these things, inshallah, in this channel. More in details in the coming days. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.